This is weird. Hey Snippets, so I know it's been like over a month since I've been on here, and I really sincerely apologize. There's just been a lot happening, what with finals ending, and with me moving out of school, and me moving into my apartment, and starting working full time, and starting summer classes at MCC, and getting my hair done. There's just been a lot going on in my life the past like couple of weeks, and I've been trying to find time to film and edit an episode for you guys, but I haven't had the time. I filmed something a couple of weeks ago, and I tried to get it out at the time, but it just, like I said, I couldn't. This is actually my apartment, so welcome to my new lair for the summer. I will film an actual episode here in my apartment whenever I just get my life sorted out a little bit. But until that point, roll the old film. I actually think it might slide this way. I don't know how the editing, I don't understand editing magic very well. It's been too long since I've done this. Roll film! It's the end of the year!
It's random snips. Woo. Random snips.
Yes!
Vlogging every week for you.
Hey Snippets! Sorry that I haven't vlogged in like 2 or 3 weeks now. Things just got really crazy with school for a little while. Plus, currently I'm in the midst of final exams. I've got almost all of them done, except for I have one more final tomorrow at 2 p.m. But then after that, I am done with this year. Yes! Guys, I am so done with how this year has gone. Like, it has just been such an overly dramatic year, I can't even handle it. But I kind of wanted to just recap for you kind of just all that's happened this year. So going into the school year, I had no idea that the year was gonna happen how it did. I went through such an extreme cycle. I never could have predicted anything like this happening the course of this year. So I started out in August like super happy, pumped online, like, you know, welcome week, like this is gonna be the best school year ever, sophomore year, like eat it freshman year, sophomore year is gonna be the greatest ever. So I kept that mentality for around August and September. Then around the middle of September I got super close to some new friends, and I got too attached to them, and that led to a lot of emotional anxiety, and eventually led me to attempt suicide in October and led me to the hospital. So after I went to the hospital on October 1st of last year, I just kind of entered this stage of like slow, deep depression. Like I felt super lonely, and I just hated everything about myself and life in general. And that continued through October and then through November, and then in the middle of November I began to shut out everyone that was closest to me. I deleted them off of Facebook, I didn't follow them on Twitter or Instagram anymore, like I didn't talk to them in real life, I didn't text them, I didn't call them, like I just shut out the people that were closest to me as much as I could possible. Because I was just afraid of myself as a person, and I thought I was too dangerous of a human, and I just hated who I was, and I didn't want to put my toxicity onto other people. Like I thought I was too dangerous of a person for people to be around. So then over Christmas break, I finally made this decision on my mind, like, okay, you're not gonna have any contact with anyone, you're gonna not talk to anyone, you're gonna stay in your room, you're not gonna make friends, you're gonna just be alone. So then going into the second semester, I was in a state of complete isolation. And this is only like more reaffirmed through January and February and March. I had literally become like the human reincarnation of Elsa from Frozen. Like, it was bad. In the middle of February, I started to make some really close friends through Sing, but I got scared because of the fact that I was starting to let some people into my heart again. I was super frightened, and I just shut them out completely, and I shut them out hard. By the time the end of March had rolled around, I was a complete stranger to really everyone. So in April, I started to go through just like a really stressful time. Like I was dealing with a lot of stuff emotionally, and I was like dealing with loneliness, which, you know, I brought upon myself, but I was still feeling lonely. And I was dealing with stuff with like addictions, and just schoolwork was stressful, and everything seemed to be happening like all at once, and I just could not handle it anymore. So I forced myself to reach out to a couple of my friends who I had still partially trusted with my heart, even though I did not want to whatsoever. There was a part of me that knew, like, no, you're being stupid, you have to reach out to someone, you cannot keep yourself in complete isolation like this anymore. So as a result of that reaching out, I slowly started to like become a person again. I went to church for the first time in months, I bought a new Bible and a new journal with my name on it, I opened up about myself more to people again, and ever since then I've slowly started to find myself in my relationship with God again. I started living, believing, worshiping, and loving like I never have before, ever. And now here we are going into summer. Like I am just a whole new person, and it's really just kind of overwhelming just thinking about the shift that I've gone through this year, and like how it all happened, and how it's all like come full circle and just beyond. It's just a lot to think about. So there is that. It has been an incredible year, and a lot of good ways and a lot of very, very bad ways. But I'm going into this summer a whole new person than I was coming into the year, and I feel ready to attack this summer. I'm so ready to just like take this life transformation that I've had this year and just like go so much farther with it than I ever thought that I could. I'm taking summer classes at McLennan Community College this summer, so I'm going to be working full-time and taking classes. That'll be really interesting. And I also just plan to get more involved in my church, because now that I've like found a church that I want to stay at, I want to get to know more of the people in it and, you know, like get more involved. And I think it'll be good for me too, because a lot of my friends are gonna be gone this summer, so it'll give me a chance to like reach out and meet people from the church like on my own terms, and like people that I reach out and meet, not people that I know through like my friends' friends, you know? So I think that this summer will just be a really good opportunity to just like continue growing in this like newfound life I have for myself and for the people around me, and just like my relationship with God. Like it's just like I'm so legitimately looking forward to how this summer's gonna pan out. So I'm staying in an apartment with my friend Zach this summer. Zach is one of my friends from Sing Alliance. You probably have seen him in my Alamat vlogs before. He's been in several of them. So it's just gonna be us two here in Waco for the summer. It's much better than last summer whenever I was here by myself. That was real depressing. But I think this is gonna be the last vlog in this room. Goodbye bed, goodbye roommate's bed, goodbye mini fridge and microwave, goodbye door mirror, goodbye carpet, goodbye this chair, goodbye poop. No, he's coming with me. So it's the end of another school year and another era. I guess I won't see you guys probably until I move into my summer apartment. I'll be back in Brooks in the fall, but for the next few months I'm going to be living at the Outpost, which is an apartment complex here in Waco. So I guess until then, all my social media links are in the down bar below, as they always are. Until my next video, stay awesome guys. Bye! Okay guys, so I hope that you enjoyed all of that, and I promise that hopefully I can hopefully promise that starting next week things will be back to a normal schedule and my life will be slightly more figured out than it is now. But until then, I guess I will see you guys next week. Okay, bye. Ow!